What's up? It's your buddy Mark. I'm doing more Vlad and Lord Jamar talk about Trump. Maybe the last one I did didn't get. They did okay with views, but nothing like when they talk about Eminem. But I can't stand Jamar. I do not like Trump at all, and so I'm hoping for him. If he called Eminem a racist, I want to see what he says about Trump. We already got a little taste of it. I'm doing a little bit in order because the first one I did, he was just nominated. He wasn't president yet. So this interview is right after he became president. So let's see what they had to say. It's weird agreeing with Jamar on some things, but yo, and it's title. Let's just get to it. This is the ugly white guy.
Welcome back. What's good? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's been
I've never been that colorful.
Yeah. Something big has happened since we met up last time.
Hold on. So it's been a couple months. Yeah, you have him on monthly. So imagine 2 months without him. Shit, you guys have done an interview forever.
Trump got elected. Oh, motherfucker. Were you expecting it? No, I wasn't either.
Me neither. I was
I don't
shocked.
think Trump was. Probably not. Like, all the polls at any point had Trump as losing. I sat here, and said that I believed that he was put into the race to assure a win for Hillary. Right. But then I also said, if he were to win, it would show how ill this country is. Psychologically. Already the rugged man.
There are a lot of people that like how they love him because he's like kind of doesn't take shit from no one and this and that, and I don't know, reasons that I just don't agree with. Things that I don't mind in other people, but not as a president. Anyway, let's let them talk. I want him to say the stuff I want to say.
Yes,
you want to bet $100,000? Let's bet $500,000. Let's bet everything that I own. Let's bet everything.
I didn't think he was gonna win either.
I would have told you this a year ago, 2 years ago. He has no shot.
Well, see, here's what happened. I thought,
People didn't like Hillary.
as I said,
I didn't like Hillary
Trump
much
was
either.
inserted to scare black people into voting for Hillary. Yeah. The real thing, the reality that happened was Obama's presidency scared white people into voting for Trump. And I think black people didn't vote. Black people,
They voted.
they voted. Did they vote in the numbers?
Hold on. That was a little interesting. I never said it again.
Yeah. The real thing
that happened.
The reality that happened was Obama's presidency scared white people into voting for Trump. And I think black people just didn't vote. Black people, they voted. Did they vote in the numbers that they voted when Obama, first ran? Absolutely not. But every single black person in America could have voted for Hillary, and she still wouldn't have won. Because it wasn't black people who even put Obama in office. It was liberal white people at the time who bought into the whole...
I'm not a big fan of the word liberal. Just because I'm against Trump, people call me a liberal. It's like, I'm not even 100% sure if I'm a Democrat. Like, just get off it.
Let's make change and all this type of shit message. Now, after, 8 years of Obama and, white people that feel like America is for white people,
Shut up.
they're like, enough. We need a white man back in the office, not a white woman. We need a white man. We need an anti-Obama. So Obama is smooth,
making no sense.
handsome guy. We need a rough, ugly guy. You know what I mean? A rough, ugly guy. Obama is fucking, diplomatic. We need somebody who just don't give a fuck and is brash. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything that Trump is, or everything that Obama is, Trump is the antithesis of that. If Obama, wants to be understanding with people, Trump is going to be like, fuck that. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how he is,
too. The first things he wants to do is dismantle the Obamacare, which is supposed to be like one of the hallmarks of
just disrespectful.
Obama's presidency. So it's just like he's the anti-Obama, and it's white people that put him into office. Make no mistake about it. I believe even some of these white people that was talking all this Hillary shit, when they went in the booth, bling, they hit Trump and then came out, yeah, I voted for him. No, you didn't.
Right, because it ain't group voting. It ain't like, okay, we're all going to vote together. We can
You
see
don't
what
know
you're
that,
voting
man.
for. No, you go in that vote by yourself. You can do whatever you
Individually
like.
and see. And that's the thing. Like, we live in a society where people are not disciplined in the times they need to be. And I say that meaning like, you need to be the most disciplined when nobody's looking at you. You say you about some shit, but when nobody's looking, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You say you don't eat pork, and then there's a ham sandwich, and you're hungry, and nobody's around. Are you gonna
eating
fucking
that
eat
shit?
that shit? You see what I'm saying? That shows what type of person and constitution of a man or woman that you are. And we're in a society where they reward the weakness. They reward you for grabbing that ham sandwich. Nobody's gonna see. Go ahead, eat it.
Well, you know what I saw
Such a weird analogy.
in
All right.
2016 as a whole, but with Trump in particular, is that there was a point in time, like for example, let's just look at George Bush Sr.'s campaign. When he campaigned,
Going back to I was pretty
his
young.
famous phrase was what?
Fuck if I
Hard
know.
on crime.
Well, there was that too, but it was read my lips.
Oh, no more, no taxes. And then what did you do?
Raise taxes.
Right.
Nah.
Many people.
I know raising taxes and golfing are two very, very different things, but Trump criticized the shit out of Obama for how much he went golfing, and then he turns around and does it a lot more. He's gone golfing 266 times since being president. He's only been president for 3.5 years. It's a fucking lot of golf. And Obama was president for 8 years, but they said over 3 years he maybe would go 200 times, which is still a lot. But Trump has beat that by 66 more times and another half year. So he's beat that by like 100 around. He's probably hypocrite, just straight up hypocrite. And not to mention, I don't like to get too political, but I gotta say this. He says, "Oh, I don't accept my paycheck," so that takes care of the golfing cost. Not even fucking close. His golfing has cost taxpayers $138 million. He gets paid $500,000 a year for being president. So he would have to be president for like 300 and something years for free to make up for that. And I bet you he hates not taking that money. But how bad would a billionaire look taking a check for $500,000? And then he says he donates to charity. But then every time he says different charity, I don't think he can remember. Obviously he doesn't have like a special cause he cares about. Because I remember, because the first time he said he donated to opiate addicts. But then last time I saw it, they said it says something completely different.
That was the reason why he didn't get reelected.
Okay.
He swore to people that he would not give any new taxes. When he got in office, he raised taxes, he created new taxes, and so forth.
Right.
Trump lied all throughout the presidency, all throughout the elections.
Okay.
He just made up shit. He got caught with shit. He grabbing pussies and this, that. He promised to build a wall. He promised to ban Muslims.
Did the wall ever get built? Nah, I don't think so. So people there are a lot of people that wanted that, which is, I don't know. Anyway.
Like it's just the type of oh, the new health care is going to be so much. I'm going to
AC,
tear
I'm
down
sorry.
Obamacare, like you just talked about, and they said that like to actually tear down Obamacare is billions of dollars. Right.
He would still do it if he hasn't done it.
Yeah, without health care. You know, he promised to do all of these things. He promised to. Not only build the wall, but Mexico will pay for it.
I knew that was never gonna happen.
The ex-Mexican president said, "We're not paying for your fucking wall." Like he actually said that.
Well, like that.
Like that. Yes, we're not paying for your fucking wall. Yeah, the ex-president of Mexico.
Paying for your fucking wall, for now.
Nah, man. Nah, I say.
You know that he's gonna force China to change all its.
He might have done some of that.
Anything else like that.
He bullied that little guy like the Mohawk.
There's all this shit he's talking about that's just not possible for the president to do. I don't care who it is. I don't care.
Yeah, he made too many promises. Like Vlad saying, no one could.
He's gonna get in office and he's gonna be proven to be a liar.
Do all to complete all his
Case
promises.
after case after case. And what? And what I'm saying is, I just don't think there'll be any repercussions. I think people are just used to
Exactly. There won't be.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, so what?
Yeah, people just
Well,
in a hypocritical society.
His point was that Bush Sr. is one of the only presidents recently that only did one term, didn't get reelected. Because we know Obama went 8 years. We know Bush Jr. went 8 years. We know Clinton went 8 years. So Bush Sr. is the only one 4 years. And so what Vlad's saying is it's because he lied. He lied. The promises he said he was going to do while the election, he didn't do. Actually, the opposite. He said he was going to lower taxes or at least keep them the same. He raised them.
Right. We're in
So his repercussions if Trump doesn't get reelected.
That accept shit. There'll be people like, of course he lied to get in. That's what you do. Like when you're in America, you do what you do to get where you need to get, and the ends always justifies the means.
Trump has the worst case of Twitter fingers I've ever seen.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Especially
Unbelievable.
for somebody that's supposed to be.
Mother's Day, he tweeted over 200 times. I forget the exact number, but it doesn't matter. Over 200 times. And I'm on Twitter, and I actually follow him. He tweets on average 30 to 50 times a day. That's insane.
A leader.
Yeah.
Like he bashes everyone who talks.
He sure does,
He
boy.
bashed Meryl Streep. He bashed Alec Baldwin.
Just because she talks shit about him, like in an eloquent way,
Which is what.
but now you're gonna try to attack. Oh, she's one of the most overrated actresses.
He's such a
How many
fool.
Oscars does this woman have?
I don't really know her. I know the name, but like I can see like where they're coming from. An actress I really admire, like say Jennifer Aniston from Friends. If she talked bad about Trump, then all of a sudden he's on Twitter bashing her, saying she's overrated. Come on now.
Great performer, and it's just like, how petty is that? Though?
Right.
Like,
It is petty.
For your president, for your leader to be so petty,
He's vain too.
and for motherfuckers to like that is crazy. It just shows you where we're at. Like, if you think about it, like, what even qualifies people to be a leader? You see, this is the difference between, like, in traditional African society, right? In order to be a leader, you have to go through an initiation. And part of that initiation has to deal with your morals and your character and your spiritual development. All of that is combined to help make you a leader. This is why there was no police and shit like that in Africa and shit like that.
What?
The leaders
No police in Africa?
had the moral and spiritual values in order to truly lead.
I seen Black
So
Panther.
they
I
weren't
seen
gonna
what
be
they do
corrupted
to the bad
by
guys.
power and shit like that. You understand? By money and shit like that. Like, most of the time they're working in the service of a higher power.
Right, and being a leader, you know, as a CEO, I've definitely made a lot of mistakes over the years.
Yep. Yeah, this is the on the
The
show.
more I read books of other CEOs, other great companies and so forth, like the more you learn about how important the people are and how important it is for you to work with your people and how you're really working for the people that work for you. It's not a one-way street. It's not like these are my minions. Like these are people who,
That's
without
when
them,
you start to look at things like that and look at the world like that,
Yeah,
because you have no values. You can get corrupted. You see what I'm saying? And it's like America prides itself on saying the separation of church and state.
right.
But what's so great about that?
I don't even know what that means.
Like,
to
if
tell you
you
the truth.
think about it, if there is no sort of like spiritual law that helps to hold the people together, once you separate church from state, which means, you know, it's how I
So I
look
have
at
my
it. I don't
dogs
mean
up
just
here.
the traditional Catholic church or something, but I just mean spirituality from all things. Once you separate all these things instead of incorporating them, that's when you got fucking problems. So all these motherfuckers are just moralists, fucking people that just don't give a fuck about nothing but money and power, and you know what I mean? Don't care about people, look at people as minions and you know, objects to be, you know,
Okay.
done with as they will.
I mean, hold on, when the next video start playing. I agree with a lot of what he said. It's weird agreeing with Jamar. At the start of 220, he was the person I wanted to knock out more than anyone. Now it's probably Mr. President. But don't get it twisted. If you're a Trump fan, yo, that's fine with me. I got a lot of friends that are Trump fans. I'm not, you know, it's all good. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Alright, this video's getting a little long. I did not mean to forget this long. Hope you all enjoyed that. Hopefully this one does better than the last one. I'll keep doing them, because even though they're bringing up old news, it should be news. It's, you know, I don't think Biden can go with Trump with the same stuff Hillary did. So it's a good reminder of some of the stuff he did in the past. Alright, peace. Not even that far in the past. Alright, I'm out.